The light streaming through the stained glass windows of the grand old church on a beautiful Gotham morning painted the empty altar in hues of gold and crimson. Every seat was filled with expectant faces, allies, friends, even a few reformed rogues invited to witness the impossible. At the head of the aisle, standing tall and undeniably nervous in a crisp suit, was Bruce Wayne. He waited. The music had swelled and subsided, a gentle melody that seemed to hang in the air, a breath held collectively. But the bride, Selina Kyle, had not appeared. There was no chaotic explosion, no sudden intrusion of armed thugs, no cackling madman bursting through the doors. Just a quiet, growing absence that settled like a pall over the assembled guests. This was the day Batman and Catwoman were meant to unite. Their relationship had always been a dance of shadows and light, a thrilling chase across rooftops, punctuated by shared vulnerabilities and undeniable chemistry. They were two broken pieces, perhaps, that somehow fit together, promising a future that, for Bruce Wayne, bordered on the unimaginable happiness. A life where the cowl might not be the only identity. It was a beacon of hope for many, a testament that even in Gotham, love could find a way. But Gotham, as always, had its own cruel sense of humor, particularly when it came to its Caped Crusader. On this day, the Joker, Batman's most persistent and terrifying adversary, didn't resort to his usual tools of chaos. He didn't plant bombs or unleash poisonous gas. Instead, he sought out Selina Kyle in a quiet antechamber just moments before she was to walk down the aisle. He was calm, almost conversational, his voice a low, insidious purr that cut through the silence of the pre-wedding jitters. He offered no threats, no ultimatums. He simply spoke. "My dear Selina," he might have begun, perhaps with a soft, almost sympathetic chuckle, looking absolutely radiant. A shame, really, to see such potential wasted. His words, like subtle poison, began to seep in. He didn't rail against love or marriage itself. Instead, he launched into a chillingly rational argument, perfectly tailored to exploit Selina's deepest understanding of Bruce. A happy Batman? Content? A married Batman? He might have mused, letting the words hang in the air like a grotesque joke. He'd be a house cat, wouldn't he? Purring by the fire, settling down. But Gotham doesn't need a comfortable hero, does it? The Joker's logic twisted itself around Selina's own fears. A hero needs the fire, the drive, the suffering. "That's my purpose, you see," he'd continue, his voice dripping with mock sincerity. "To keep him sharp, to make him better through the pain I inflict. Every punch, every tragedy, every sleepless night, it forges him. It makes him the instrument Gotham truly needs." He'd pause, letting his words sink in. "Your love, Selina, it's a tranquilizer. It would dull his edge. It would offer him peace, and peace for Batman is weakness. It would make him ordinary. The world needs the driven Batman, the one forged in the crucible of despair. Can you truly love him?" he'd have asked, leaning in, his gaze intense, "and take that away from him? Can you be the one who neuters the bat?" He argued that her love, the very thing meant to complete Bruce, would in fact diminish him, making him less effective, less the symbol Gotham desperately required. He painted a future where a content Batman would fail, and countless innocents would suffer. Selina, who understood Bruce's burdens better than almost anyone, found herself trapped in this horrifyingly logical bind. Her love for Bruce was profound, but so was her understanding of his unending war. The Joker's words, a subtle psychological blade, sliced through her heart, forcing her to confront the terrifying possibility that her happiness might be Gotham's doom and Bruce's downfall. The ultimate sacrifice, to preserve the hero, felt like the only act of true love left to her. Back at the altar, the silence had grown deafening. The murmurs had turned to whispers, then to shocked gasps. Bruce Wayne, despite his calm exterior, felt the weight of the emptiness beside him, the crushing realization that she wasn't coming. It wasn't the sound of an explosion that shattered his world, but the quiet, agonizing sound of a love that, for the sake of a city, had to be let go. This moment wasn't about a punchline, though the Joker undoubtedly savored the dark irony. It was about profound psychological warfare. He didn't just ruin a wedding, he attacked the very essence of Batman's heroic identity, weaponizing love itself. It proved that the Joker understood Batman more deeply, perhaps, than even Batman understood himself. That his greatest power wasn't chaos, but the ability to warp truth, to turn the purest intentions into the tools of destruction. A happy Batman? A less effective Batman? It was a terrifying thought, whispered into the ear of the one person who loved him enough to believe it and to act on it. This dark chapter stands as a testament to the power of words, to the unseen battles fought in the mind. It's a stark reminder that some wounds leave no physical mark, yet run the deepest, reshaping destinies and altering the very fabric of a hero's purpose. What are your thoughts on this uniquely cruel yet undeniably effective form of villainy? Did the Joker truly make Batman stronger, or just more tragically isolated? Share your insights and perspectives in the comments below. We love hearing from you. If you found this dive into Gotham's psychological depths intriguing, please consider giving us a like and subscribing for more explorations into the complex worlds of heroes and villains.